Welcome to Anything You Want, your destination for the most intimate and electrifying stories unfolding among the stars. Before we begin, make sure you hit subscribe, press the join button if you want to support us directly, give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. Your voice matters here. Now let us take you into an episode that has stirred memory, heartbreak, and speculation in equal measure, one that places a well-known actor, his mother, and a former partner once again at the center of public attention. An unexpected announcement from actress Demet Özdemir, reported to be expecting a child, has reportedly sent a ripple of intense emotion through the family of her former partner, actor Yaman. Those near to the Yaman household describe a scene of startled vulnerability. A mother confronted with news that reopened a chapter long thought closed, a flood of feeling that spilled over in private and was soon reflected in public curiosity. According to insiders, the revelation did not land as a neutral piece of gossip. It lodged in the heart of Goldem Yaman, producing a reaction that family friends characterize as both profound and disquieting. To understand why this development has become such a media magnet, one must return to the moment when the two actors first crossed paths. Their professional collaboration on a hit television series morphed into a short-lived but highly visible romance, one that the public followed with the intensity accorded to both on-screen chemistry and off-screen possibility. At the time, their pairing was not merely a tabloid fascination, it became an emblem of a certain era in contemporary Turkish popular culture. When the relationship ended, many assumed the story had run its course. Yet, as is often the case with public romances, the narrative lingered in comment threads, in repertoires of memory, and in the occasional throwback photograph. What has altered the emotional landscape now is not simply that one of the former partners is entering a new phase of life, it is the symbolic weight of that movement for those who remain connected by the past. Those close to Goldem Yaman recount that she did not receive the news as an anecdote but as a jolt, a surge of recollection, a renewed sense of presence for someone she had regarded, however quietly, as part of a family history. She reportedly conveyed to confidants that hearing of Demet's impending motherhood stirred feelings she had not anticipated revisiting, describing the sensation in language that mixed astonishment with a maternal tenderness that time had not erased. At the center of the unfolding tableau is a complex blend of pride and melancholy. On one hand, Goldem takes visible satisfaction in her son's flourishing career abroad, particularly his professional achievements in Italy, where his name has become synonymous with a new chapter of international projects. On the other, the news of an old flame's transition into parenthood has touched a chord that is less about career and more about the human rhythms of attachment and passage. Those close to her say that her tears were not merely a reflection of sadness, nor purely a sign of resentment, rather, they represented a layered response, a simultaneous recognition of what once was and an acceptance of what now is. Yaman himself has, so far, remained deliberately reticent. Known for protecting the boundaries between his professional visibility and private life, the actor has not issued a statement to confirm, deny, or comment on the reports circulating in the press. His silence, while consistent with his prior approach to personal matters, has only intensified public curiosity. In the absence of clear words from the star, rumor and conjecture have rushed to fill the void. Social media platforms, fan boards, and tabloid outlets buzz with conflicting predictions. Some imagine a poised indifference, others foresee a public acknowledgement prompted by familial emotion. For now, Cannes' response, if any, remains part of the story's suspense. The press, as it tends to do, has seized upon the emotional dimensions of the story with a hunger for detail. Reports of Goldem's reaction, described variously as sobbing, breaking down, or experiencing a moment of deep emotional release, have circulated widely, each outlet choosing language intended to capture both the immediacy of feeling and the lingering resonance of the past. Yet responsible observers caution against reading tears as a simple signifier. They insist on nuance, reminding readers that grief, nostalgia, pride, and complicity can coexist in a single human response. At this crossroads, a question naturally arises for our viewers. How should fans and onlookers respond when the personal lives of beloved figures intersect with the public eye in ways that stir complex emotions? We invite you to reflect and share. Does this news change the way you think about Can or Demet? Would you expect Can to speak up out of respect for his mother's feelings? Or do you think he will preserve his quiet stance and let life move forward outside of public commentary? Leave your perspective in the comments below. We read them and they shape our coverage. Allow us a moment to remind you, if these kinds of deep dives into celebrity life and human emotion appeal to you, please make sure you are subscribed to Anything You Want. If you'd like to support our work beyond a like or comment, press join to gain exclusive access and help us keep producing long-form reporting on the stories you care about. Your engagement not only fuels our channel but also helps maintain a space where conversation can be thoughtful rather than merely sensational. Beyond the immediate drama, the situation raises broader questions about the persistence of memory and the ways in which public narratives are reanimated by privately significant events. The names involved in this story remain linked in the imagination of many. Thus, any new development, whether a career milestone, a family announcement, or a quiet decision, inevitably refracts through the prism of shared history. For Guldum, the announcement has apparently acted as an emotional time machine, drawing forward recollections and feelings that had been resting beneath the surface. For Demet, the transition into motherhood marks a personal transformation that will be observed both for its private significance and its public symbolism. For Can, the moment is a test of how silence and speech function in a life lived partly in view of millions. Speculation will, of course, persist. Will there be a formal statement from any of the parties? Will family declarations follow private reflection? Or will this episode, like so many in celebrity life, quietly recede as each person continues on their distinct path? The answer is uncertain, and that uncertainty is precisely what keeps the cameras rolling and the comment threads alive. As we draw this report to a close, we return briefly to the human core of the narrative: a mother moved to tears, an actor whose career continues to ascend, and a woman stepping into parenthood whose journey evokes both celebration and retrospection. These are not merely headlines, they are human lives intersecting in a public square, prompting both empathy and inquiry. We promise to monitor the story with care and to bring you verified updates as they become available. Thank you for watching Anything You Want. If you appreciated this report, please subscribe, click join if you want to back our channel, hit the like button, and write your thoughts below. Who would you like us to cover next? Which celebrity stories should we explore with the same depth and sensitivity? Your suggestions shape our next episodes. Until then, stay tuned, stay curious, and remember, every story has many layers. We're here to peel them back together.